Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the end of spring semester 2022. We made it, and really, I think overall, it really turned out to be a really great semester. So I'm excited to share a few highlights with you today. First of all, the first one that comes to mind is Good Friday. Two of the guys from our leadership team, Connor, who's in my D group, and another guy, Cody, they had it on their heart to put together a men's supper and Bible study to celebrate and observe Good Friday. So I got to go to that and just participate, and it was really encouraging. I wish you could have been there. Yeah, first of all, we had I think there were about 17 guys total. A couple of us were staff, but mostly it was just students. We had a meal beforehand. Some of the guys grilled up some pork steaks. It's really good stuff. And then, but the really cool part was after dinner, we all sat around in a circle in the living room together. We read through John 13 through 19, so all 7 chapters of that, just from the upper room all the way through Jesus' arrest and crucifixion. And we read through that just chapter by chapter, talked about it together, and then prayed over each chapter. And it was really cool. It was a really great discussion, for one thing. These guys are in the Word and drawing from it, and just about every one of them said at one point, "Yeah, I was reading this the other day," or "Yeah, I was thinking about this morning," or something like that. So it was a really rich discussion because these guys are really growing in the Word, and just to see their initiative and their heart to observe that day was just awesome, and really excites me and encourages me to see that we have guys like that in our group taking leadership and stepping up. I'm really looking forward to what God is going to continue to do with those men. It was cool too. We actually had it. The guy who hosted it, his roommates were also there, kind of having a party in the basement. And 2 of the guys left the party and came up and sat in our circle just to listen to us, because they said they'd never heard guys sit and talk about the Bible like that. So we even got to have a witness in that. The other thing that was really fun is a couple weeks ago the worship team hosted a worship night as part of a 24 hours of prayer and fasting thing that we did. We kind of set up the sanctuary a little bit different. We put the band out in the middle and had people around us just kind of remove that stage and audience separation, and just to be one group all looking at each other and worshiping with each other, kind of with the idea that it's not just the band leading everybody else in worship, but we lead each other in worship. And I think that happened. I think students were. It was a cool atmosphere, for one thing, but I think it really did help students engage in worship in a different way. It helped us as a band lead it a little bit in a different way. And what was really fun though was I think I mentioned this last time too, but Maddie, one of the girls on my worship team, took on the planning for that, and planned the songs and planned the transitions and the whole service, and did a really fantastic job. Looking forward to continuing to work with her and give her more opportunities to plan and lead in the coming semester. One other thing that was really fun was our summer missions giving that we did at Challenge. And so how we did it this year is that for the last 4 weeks of Challenge, we had buckets out in the foyer. There were 4 buckets, 1 for each of us guys on staff. It's me, Sean, Travis, and David. And the idea was that students could put their donations to the summer missions teams in one of those buckets, whoever they chose, and whoever's bucket had the most by the last week would get a strip of their leg waxed. But then also, if any of us got more than $400 in our bucket, then we would get our leg waxed no matter what. So potentially all 4 of us. And that was a pretty big goal, right? That'd be $1,600 from college students. Well, we blew that goal out of the water. We had $5,000 given just at Challenge over those 4 weeks. $5,000 from college students. Amazing. And so since we got so much, we ended up, so my leg got waxed. I got a bald spot on my shin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And all 4 of us guys got to do that. But then 6 guys from the leadership team volunteered to have their head shaved. And so it was just a lot of fun. It was a fun way to have a good time with the giving. But more than that, just amazing to see the students' generosity and desire to partner with those teams by giving. Yeah, so there's been a lot of cool highlights, a couple really fun events in times, but it's been also awesome to see how just every day these students are doing ministry, and we're just hearing awesome stories all the time. Things like students still having gospel appointments and sharing the gospel. Even during finals week, we had somebody give their life to Christ. So cool. And then after challenge a couple weeks ago, one of the guys from our leadership team shared that as he took 2 guys home after challenge, he got to talk with them, and they gave their lives to Christ. And another girl had been telling us about how through an art project she was having opportunities to kind of share her faith, and then was actually invited by the professor to basically share the gospel with her entire class, and she took that opportunity and did fantastic with it. And there's another group of students leading a Bible study, just starting their own Bible study in the dorms. We had a couple girls start their own Bible study for the track team. So these students, they're just taking initiative, and they're taking charge because they have a heart for the gospel and a heart for their campus, and it is really, really awesome to see. So encouraged. And so please keep praying with us that those things would keep happening. Please also keep praying for protection, that the enemy wouldn't steal away from those things. So yeah, so it's been an awesome semester, and we just wrapped it up. We just finished all of our staff meetings to wrap up the end of the year, and we are officially done. And so now as we're moving into summer, kind of the big things on our plate is that Tessa is doing her last practicum over this summer to finish out her master's degree in higher education student affairs, and then she'll graduate at the end of the summer. And then the other big thing is that we'll be diving back into support raising. We have $2,200 a month left to reach our goal, so we'll be trying to make that up over the summer. That's a pretty big goal for us, for anybody. It's a pretty intimidating, but we would appreciate your prayers and your help as we work to raise that. Another simple way that you could help us out is if you know of somebody who might be interested in partnering with us, we would really be grateful for you to refer them to us. So if you would reach out and let us know if you have somebody that you think we should meet with and invite to join our partnership team, that'd be awesome. Well, I think Evangeline's about waking up, so I better wrap this up. But it was wonderful to catch up with you guys. Thank you so much for your partnership this year, and so grateful to have you alongside us as these awesome things are happening here at Fort Hays. We love you and hope to see you around. We'll talk to you later. Want to say hi, Evangeline? Say hello. Say thank you. Give me a smile.